Do you find yourself struggling with mental health upon an era of lockdowns and restrictions in response to COVID-19, as well as overall uncertainty? Do you find yourself experiencing difficulties you otherwise weren't? Do you have something on your mind you want to talk about or simply want off your chest? Do you want your voice to be heard? If, consider sharing your story with Forgotten Youth. It will happily be received and heard here. You can share your personal story of how the era of lockdowns and restrictions has affected you, either by making a video, telling it, or by writing a piece of text. You can choose to have it shared by name or anonymously should you feel more comfortable with that. Please know if you decide to share your story, do so with the fact that it will be shared on the parts of the internet where Forgotten Youth is active for the public to see in mind. As many of the videos and texts received as possible will be shared to the project's social media pages. To have your story shared via Forgotten Youth's platforms, it is kindly asked that your video or text lives up to the few following factors. It is still alright to be upset and or angry, and it is important you express yourself honestly and to the fullest extent possible, but you are asked of the following for a sense of formality and respect for others. As Forgotten Youth is founded on an apolitical foundation, please keep the politicization of the situation out of your story as it has little relevancy to what the project stands for. This includes no sharing of misinformation, endorsing or speaking against views, as well as showing direct shame or hate towards politicians and those whose views might differ. Try not to rant when telling your story. Try to tell it upon consideration and reflection in a calm and formal tone. Text stories can be sent directly through the email address forgottenyouth2020@gmail.com, either through a written message or an attached PDF document. Videos can also be sent using the given email address, but must be sent via WeTransfer. This is given emails can only handle and share smaller files, while WeTransfer allows for larger transfers. The mentioned email address and WeTransfer link can be found in the description of this video. It is kindly asked, should you decide to share your story as written text, that it is written in English. Should English not be your native language, video stories can be recorded in your native language as long as you can add English subtitles to your video. Finally, when sending your story, regardless of how you want it shared, please state your name, age, and country of residence when writing. And of course, state whether you want your story shared by name or anonymously. Share your story at forgottenyouth2020@gmail.com. Share your video story through WeTransfer.com.